YouTube, what the crap's going on? Heir of Carthage back. And you might be saying, Heir, what the heck did you do to your Carthage campaign? Well, it was fine, and I could have kept playing it, and, I guess I could if you all completely freak out, but I'd really rather not, because guess what? I was playing it in the patch 2 beta, there's now a patch 3 beta, and I was like, there's a whole bunch more patches coming, and I can't start it over every time there's a patch. And I want to say that your old games are compatible, or they go forward into the patches, but not vice versa, obviously, which is fine. But I decided, hey, they've added some patches, plus I wasn't really using dignitaries and other stuff the way I should have, because that was, honestly, the first time I kind of played a campaign, and I've played quite a bit since then. So I wanted to start over, show you all how to do that right, kind of show you the strategy that I like to take after I've evolved a little bit. It's not going to be perfect, so I've restarted the campaign, but hey, that's fine for you all because you just get extra campaign. So no reason to be upset, right? So I'm going to start it over. I have it on the exact same settings that I did last time as far as difficulty and everything else. The only thing is I probably forgot to set the... I'm going to go back and check the campaign settings, and I'll start recording as soon as I'm back there. Alright, yeah, I just wanted to check the show AI moves setting to make sure that it was turned off. You can put it on limited, and then it's not so bad, but I don't want to do any, so this goes faster. Alright, our first mission is to completely control 3 provinces either by direct ownership or through client states and military allies, which must mean they want me to conquer 3 more. A province is like where each... A province is like where each little city sits. Because see, if you see right here, it says click to zoom to the province. Africa, though, however, is the provincial edicts. We'll see, it's kind of confusing. Oh, that's the province capital. Settlement. So, never mind. Okay, so each city is a settlement, and then it goes up to the province level. So, for instance, Carthago, Macomades, Thapsus, Lepsus are all part of the Africa province. So once you own all the settlements in a province, you can issue an edict, which gives you certain bonuses depending on the type of edict that you decide to issue. So hopefully that all makes sense. It should. If it doesn't, then, put some comments down. I'm sure people can help you there. Well, let's get things started here. We're going to kick things off a little differently, mostly the same, because we do start off at war with the Turdatani, because they're turds. I'm going to build a slightly better, I'm going to build a barracks here, a muster field, so that I can train Carthaginian hoplites and Libyan swords. I'm going to disband those 2 mercenaries. Some people say mercenaries aren't worth using at all. I disagree. They are worth using, but if you're looking to get a little more income over the long run, it's probably best to disband them when you're not not needing them, and at the moment I don't need them. So let's see. Other thing I want to start off and do right away is build a temple in the Libeum. If the Romans don't... I don't think the Romans start off with one. And right now, it looks like it's Latin... Yeah, so the province as a whole is moving towards Latin culture. It's got a little bit of Hellenic culture. My bad, sorry. And this is our intelligence there. So we don't have any intelligence on Brundisium. We need to gain some because Brundisium is the capital of Magna Graecia. Graecia, however it's said. I have no idea. It's basically the area of Greek colonies across southern Italy and into Sicily. I think that Sicily should be a region or a province, and I think that Bruttium over here should be a province. I wish they would switch that in a patch. If they don't, it's not a big deal. But if they would make Sicily its own region and then have Syracuse be the capital, that'd be cool because you could add the walls to Syracuse like it would have had historically. So we'll go gather some intelligence on Brundisium and sabotage any buildings that aren't going to help us. We are going to want to be able to recruit dignitaries relatively quick, so we need to do that by starting off under the civil side, and we'll research land management, which is the first one we have to. We've got a little bit more money left, so let's go ahead and upgrade... or build a new building here in Carthago. And I think we're going to need a muster field here as well. And I probably don't have a whole lot of money to do anything else. I am going to want to upgrade this Agora here, but I'm going to want to upgrade it to this Traveler's Lodge because that gives me more food plus a little bit of wealth. Some of these other buildings aren't bad either. Like this one will give you a lot more wealth. But I want the extra food. And it'll definitely come in handy. I'm going to keep this fleet up here towards the Etruscan League because I want to try and fend off any Roman attacks on the Etruscan League because it's quite possible that the Romans are going to go after them, and the Etruscan League can be a helpful ally if I help protect them. And some of you want me to turn against my client states? No way. Those guys are my buffer against other enemies, so I would really rather not turn against them until later in the game. So let's go ahead and end the first turn. Not a whole lot else I can do that's of use right now. And there's a few things I'm going to be checking on in these first few turn-ins since I'm not seeing all the enemy moves. I can put a war target now, but I do not want to put Kartuba as a war target, as I can easily handle the Turdetani, and I'll wait and see if someone declares war against me or one of my allies before I decide to do such a thing. But here, if I sail like kind of right up here, I can probably help back these, I can back these guys up if the Romans decide to come after him. So I want to help the Etruscan League, basically. Let's get my spy and head on towards Brundisium. We can't quite get there on this turn. There we go. Perfect. And we're going to need one more turn before my barracks are finished. We can upgrade the settlement in Carthago, but that takes 5 food, and I don't really have a whole lot of extra food right now, so that probably wouldn't be a smart move. So I'm going to hold off. I can build this fishmonger here, which is going to add a little bit of squalor to Carolus, but it should be alright. Or it says -4 to public order. That's probably not what I want to do right at the moment either. So I'm going to hold off on both of those. This one right here I can build, or that one's actually going to minus some food off me too. I can build this and get extra food without having the extra squalor at the moment, so that's where I'm going to spend my money. And then that consecrated ground will be finished on the next turn as well, and should help clear up public order a little bit. But we are going to have to raise an army up there relatively quick. In fact, we could go ahead and do that on this turn. So up here in Lilybellum, we're going to recruit a general. We got this guy here is in the Barcid Dynasty. This guy's also in the Barcid Dynasty. So let's look between these two. +2 cultural influence is nice. +2 cultural influence, -20 public order penalties due to local presence of foreign cultures. That's kind of cool too. So let's take this guy. He could be handy here. We're going to raise an army. I'm going to put him on elephant back since he could potentially end up against the Romans. Actually, I'd almost rather have Hannibal come up here to Sicily. This isn't Hannibal Barca, though, so he'll be alright down there. I don't think I quite got that guy hired there. So let's do that. Let's raise the army with him, put him on elephant back, and then I can't recruit really any great units up here, which is going to be a problem until I get a barracks built. But I can at least recruit some cheap Libyan hoplites. Start off and get quite a few of those to help garrison my settlement. Alright, and we got one more turn before the muster field's complete. Alright, perfect. Let's go ahead and end this turn. Surprised no one's declared war on me yet. The Barcid faction really brings out the rage in all of your enemies because of their, they have minuses to diplomacy. Let's see what the Etruscan League is looking like. Okay, so in order to get dignitaries, all you have to do is research the ceremonial rites here, and it enables the recruitment of dignitaries, which is nice. It'll help you kind of help. It'll help you affect the cultural conversion rates in provinces you don't own entirely. For instance, I can send that dignitary up here to Brundisium and use him. Let's see what, if any, information we can get on Brundisium now that we have a spy up here. So, they don't have any cultural buildings yet, which is good. So that means that this temple down here in Sicily will really help me out. And I think that I'm going to build this, shrine to Tanit here. Because well, no, I'm going to build the one that gives bonuses towards Punic culture. +4 unit replenishment. Spreads Punic culture +3. So I'm going to build this shrine to Baal Haman. And that should help actually start converting the whole province of... oh, look, so see, they just built a consecrated ground in Constantia. So that actually is going to want to be the target for our spy. We'll go try and sabotage it. So let's go over here and sabotage, and we don't have a real good chance of success, but we'll try and... whoops, I selected the wrong building. I can't stop him now. Well, on the next turn we'll try and sabotage that. We managed to commit arson on one of their buildings, and then spy increased in rank, so that'll be helpful, so maybe we'll be more likely to be able to commit arson in the future. I'm going to like to use this agent one because it gives me plus 5% chance to critical success. The other two just, I mean, they're useful, but I see this one as being more useful for the way that I want to use this spy. So we managed to screw up the culture, well, not the culture building there, but one of the economic buildings. We need to hit that consecrated ground on the next one so that we can start the spread of Punic culture across the province. And then, like I said, we're going to research this, but I'm going to also research temple tax, because temple tax gives me +2 public order across all provinces, and then this one gives you +3 public order across all provinces. So I'm actually going to go straight through this tree first, and then I will start some military technology. So we'll be researching those for a number of turns. But with Carthaginian hoplites and with what else was I going to say? And with the Libyan swords, I am fine to start with. The only reason why I want to get better military buildings soon is so that I can also recruit Carthaginian cav to help me against... I'm going to build an agora here to help me against enemy skirmishers.
We fight for you, my lord.
Okay. Should be in pretty good shape. I used a lot of my money, but I can still go ahead and start recruiting units here, and I'm going to start with this Libyan infantry. Let's go ahead and end the turn.
Pray to your gods of the dead.
Alright, so the Romans are going to declare war on us, which is expected. No surprise there. I'm thinking a lot of the North Africa... Yep, here we go. This is just going to be a downhill road here. These idiots are going to declare war on me, and then these idiots will declare war on me, and then the Masaves will declare war on me, and then eventually these idiots will declare war on me. So, I mean, it's going to be kind of a chain reaction, and then the Editani will probably end up declaring war on me as well. So it's going to end up being like kind of a chain reaction here. So now what I'm going to do on the very first part of this next turn is I'm going to put a war target on that Garamantia faction that just declared war on me. So let's show you how to do a war target. If you go into diplomacy, click this button here which says coordination target, and we're going to click the one of the Garamantian settlements here, and hopefully Libya will go after them for me and be able to help me out. So let's see if we can talk to the Etruscan League here. They're somewhat friendly towards me. Let's see what we got set up. It says we have a non-aggression pact, which is good.
Do not pass the day in words without merit.
Might see if they want a trade agreement. They don't. And they are at war with Rome already. And maybe they want a military alliance. That might... Nope, they're not interested in an alliance. We do have a non-aggression pact, which is good. How about maybe a defensive alliance? No, they're not interested in any kind of alliance with me. Oh well, I'll help them out, and that may continue to build their... Let's see, I'm importing wine, and they're producing wine. You would think that would make them interested in a trade agreement, as it should make them some money. But oh well. I'm good. I'll just kind of help protect them as best I can from the Romans. Like I said, I left a fleet up here to kind of help fend off Roman fleets. And we do have a non-aggression pact, so we should be good. Okay. Lily Biome is definitely... pretty ticked off. I need to train some troops. Let me spend my money there first. So we'll come back over here into the Spanish holdings, and I'm going to train 3 more of these Libyan swords. I'm going to actually disband this. Actually, I'll keep one of these hoplite units. I know some of you want me to say hoplites, but I mean hoplite's just the easy English way for me to say it. I understand that's not the way that is pronounced historically. That's fine. I'm not trying to be Mr. Complete historical perfection here. So I'm going to commit arson on this consecrated ground, and hopefully we'll get it. Of course we may not, since I want to. Nope, got my spy wounded. Fantastic. Well, she'll be back in a turn or two, and then on the next turn I should be able to recruit a dignitary as well. Let's go ahead and end this turn. Not a whole lot else I can do at the moment. Isn't that funny? Like the first building where I accidentally clicked on it, I was able to commit arson on it, and then the one that I actually wanted to get didn't work, and my spy got wounded. Okay, so we can now recruit dignitaries, which is good. To make sure that I'm a maximum nuisance to the Romans, I'm going to go ahead and recruit a dignitary, which you can do under here. So recruit dignitary, and we'll see what these guys are good at. So +2 tax rate, +4 wealth from agricultural, -3 construction in the local province. -5 cost of performing all actions, +3 tax rate, and then +3 public order on the bread and games edict. That's pretty cool. +1 growth. I kind of like this guy here. So we're going to pick him, Eshmunazar, or however you say his name. I have no idea. And then hopefully our spy will rehabilitate soon. There's our construction report. We have an agora and a fishing port, which is great. Here's our quartermaster's report. I don't have enough money to upgrade this building here in Carthago, or probably a whole lot of any others. And I want to wait until I can upgrade to this traveler's lodge here. Though I could just convert it later. That's probably what I'll do, is just convert it. And so for now, we'll build this grain market where I get, you know, extra wealth. At least I think that's going to be the best one. Yeah, let's do that for extra wealth. Perfect. And I think that I'm still recruiting troops over here. Or if I don't have enough money, I might hold off on that grain market. I need some Carthaginian hoplites. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn. I need to attack the Turdetani soon, because they're just going to be getting stronger and stronger. And then obviously the Editani up there and Ars are going to really need a beating. So the nice thing about me restarting the campaign too is I get to keep making more crude jokes about those particular people and their settlements. Looks like my spy has recovered, so Jezebel's ready to get back into the line of action. And we're going to take my dignitary in that direction as well.
I shall take a moment to compose myself.
Alright. Let us see. I need to finish training my troops in Spain. I've taken too long already. I really need to go attack the Turdetani very quickly.
Our Lord needs good fighters.
There we go. So that'll be a good army for over there. And I've got enough of an army in Lilybium that I can protect myself probably against anything other than a really good attempt by enemies. I mean, these Libyan hoplites aren't worth a lot, but between them and my garrison infantry, it would give me a lot of men and a decent ability to defend myself. And it looks like the Romans... Oh, the Romans lost a settlement to the Etruscan League, it looks like. So the Etruscan League expanded from Remnium to Velathri, or however you say that. So that's awesome. The Etruscan League is doing alright and probably keeping Rome busy, which is good. We need that at the moment. War declared between Rome and Epirus. We completed the Shrine of Belhaman. Gained some cultural influence there, that's good. Unhappy populace in Magna Graecia, that doesn't surprise me, but we should have fixed that by now. Okay. I wish that they would confirm, of course I didn't necessarily check on the last turn, hopefully the Libyans are confirming the war target against the Garamantia. I'd really like for them to get in there. Yes, they have. Because look, see, they've got this city besieged now. Perfect. So they'll keep those guys busy, and then I just need to go start on the next turn and go knock out the Turdetani so that they can't hit Carthago Nova. Or Gadira, sorry. Gadira is the one that... Well, Carthago Nova is the... Or Nova Carthago. They're the faction in Gadira. I don't want to lose it. Some army... Okay, this army right here has the plague, so keep our distance. Gizgo, an admiral gain, +5 morale for all units in the fleet. Motivated populace in Africa. And then there's our quartermaster's report. So we're now ready to start marching. The Turdetani can sometimes have a pretty large army to start off with. It probably wouldn't hurt me to get a spy over in this province as well. I think we're going to do that. I'm going to... Not raise forces. I'm going to recruit a spy over here in this province. +6 to movement range. See, look, this guy gets a bonus to committing arson and poisoning wells and provisions. That's pretty handy. So I'm going to pick this guy here, Antalis. Recruit him. And then let's go use our agents over here in Italy. And let's try and see if Jezebel's any more successful at committing arson on the consecrated Roman ground. There's nothing that makes you a better person than burning down, essentially, a religious shrine. Oh, jeez, that's bad. And we'll try and spread some cultural tension here with our dignitary. And that was successful as well, and he increased in rank. So, I'm going to give him the same trait here because it gives +5 to critical success on all actions. That's the way I like to start most of my agents off. Alright, and then on the next turn we should be able to take a crap on the Turdetani. Or maybe we can squeeze them out of their city. Ooh, that's disgusting. Yeah, they just make this too easy for me. If you all want, have your own fun with some Turdatani jokes in the comments. Holy crap, and they have an army. Maybe I shouldn't have been making fun of them so much. Look at how many swordsmen they have. These turds are well armed, that's for sure. Good gravy. Not sure if I could win such a fight or not. Really need some cavalry, to be honest, so I could get around these guys. Man, they have a lot of swordsmen. And I'm just not sure that I can win this fight. Of course, I think my Libyan swordsmen are considerably better. It's just that they outnumber me massively. Let's give it a shot. Why not? I suppose if I lose, I can always just reload the autosave or something. Wow, that is a... yeah, I probably ought to attack them quicker in the future so that I have time to train quite so many Falcata swordsmen there. Let's just hope that my Libyans are substantially better because they're outnumbered about 2 to 1. My Carthaginian hoplites ought to be able to hold their own. The thing that worries me is that I don't have a lot of cav to get after their skirmishers with. I would take this hill advantage, but I don't know if you all have seen Zaript and Prussian Prince's video, but obviously Rome 2 is kind of reverso world right now in the sense that uphill advantage, actually you get an uphill advantage from being in the downhill position. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but that is definitely the way it works right now. So something to be aware of, just in case you all didn't know that. Okay, alright, well, let's get ready to go here. I'm just going to take a straight-on charge for the against the Iberians here, and hopefully the quality of my men will pay off. I'm pretty sure mine are better, but they're going to have to be quite a bit better. My general doesn't have any abilities to help out with either because he's a rank 1 general. Let's see, 41, 44, 16, 59. Let's see what these guys got. Iberian swordsman, 26, 30. Okay, yeah, so my guys are substantially better. Your guys have 68 melee defense. Huh, theirs have more melee defense, but I'm thinking my guys have so much more attack. My guys have, wow, 80 armor? Or no, that's a general's body. Is it? No, it's, okay, hang on. There we go. No. I don't know why it's not showing the stats on this swordsman. Whatever. Okay. Want to get a good charge off here. Want to get right in these guys' face right away. Iberian calves. More than a match for my general. Let's leave my skirmishers to try and deal with the Iberian cav. I see a little bit of wavering going on already, and the lines of the my swords are going to get hit from behind here. That's going to be kind of painful. We'll hit the Iberian cav with my javelins and hopefully be able to take them out. Let's get my general around this flank and hit those slingers. This unit up here is in trouble, but they did rout the Libyan infantry. Or my Libyan infantry broke through the enemy swords here. So we are going to push on.
The men are wavering. Our general is under attack.
Yeah, our general's doing just fine. These Carthaginian hoplites are getting beat there. But I'm wrapping up the flank. Yeah, my hoplites not doing so good against these guys. My swords did just fine. I'm going to use these swords to keep chasing slingers. My general is taking out a bunch of slingers. This is going to be a little bit Pyrrhic, but I think I can take this fight. Especially when I get into all these... Well, actually, that's an enemy infantry unit. I don't want to get into them with my general. Those Iberian slingers out there are going to be wrecking on me. Okay, that Iberian cav's getting chased off of my skirmishers.
The men are wavering.
Ooh, that's an Iberian swordsman unit. I want to hit those slingers. More Iberian slingers there. Libyan infantry broke through there. Let's bring the Libyan infantry into these guys here. Good job. General's doing good. Iberian cav's gone. Okay, I think we can mop
One
up
of
the
our
rest of
units
this
has
fight.
used all its ammunition.
And I'm gonna need to hammer and anvil this unit in the back. Well, I don't know if there's any other way to hammer and anvil. Okay, good. My cav's gonna get those guys there. Okay, there's another Iberian sword unit. Let's get my general out of that fight. Good. We're out of them.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Our men will
This is
live.
a shameful display.
And I got enough hoplites to hold down there. Got these hoplites coming back. Okay, perfect. We can hit these slingers there.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Okay, lost another sword unit. Okay, my general took care of those guys.
The men are wavering.
Okay. Alright. Well, that fight's not over yet, actually. Okay. Wow, this one was definitely a tough fight because they technically kind of outmatched me. It's just fortunately I've been able
The
to
men are wavering.
have a qualitative advantage. As soon as okay, those guys are routed, so now I can pour these Libyan swords into this fight. And then I've got my my skirmishers up here. Ooh, there's a Scutarii cav up there and an Iberian cav, but they're all
The
wavering
men
now.
are wavering.
Hit those Iberian slingers. These guys came back into the fight. Okay, good. We have this fight under control.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Alright, sweet. So, we had to be pretty proactive here, but did manage to win. I can retrain my troops relatively quick. I don't think I just straight up lost any of my troops. And the Turdetani lost a massive battle there. They lost a lot of troops, and I should be able to retrain quicker than them, but I mean, their guys didn't get completely lost necessarily either, so I mean, they're going to be able to go back and retrain as well. They may have more forces in the vicinity too. If they do, that's going to be a problem. You can see how well my Libyan swords did against their Iberian swords there. So I guess my guys were pretty darn qualitatively superior, which is good for me. Give it to him. Alright, we're going to kill the captives, send those guys packing, and then hopefully our guys will do some retraining there. We finished temple tax, which is good, so we should have a bonus to public order in all provinces now, which we do. That should help keep all my provinces in good shape. And my guys are kind of damaged, but part of me is wanting to push against this Turdetani army here, because if we can completely take them out, it'll keep them from being able to go back and retrain. So we're going to fight another battle here. So my guys are a little bit beat up, but this will be totally worth it, because I can finish this army off, both of these armies, and then retrain one more turn. And we're in a better position this time because their guys didn't get to retrain on the last turn, whereas mine did. Also, I need to do some research to get a champion, and I need to put a champion in most of my armies because they kind of act like a veteran from Fall of the Samurai. They can give your troops military training. We'll do a rain battle here. This will be fun. The rain should give their slingers a little less ability to function properly. I only want those guys to attack what I want them to. My general's bodyguard owned in that last battle. That was good. Cavalry's still quite good against, okay, their army's deployed way back here on this hill. I don't really have any way to deploy any closer to the hill. But since there's kind of a reversed hill advantage in Rome too, this should still work out for me, alright? And we'll just have to fast forward. Oh, actually, they're going to come down the
Enemy
hill.
reinforcements approaching.
I'll just keep my men walking forward. I don't want to get them too out of breath right now. Yeah, and they're not going to come all the way down. They're going to want to stay on top of the hill. They do have this Scutarii cab here, which could potentially kill my general, so I'm going to have to steer clear of it. Though I do want to use my general to get a hold of these slingers as soon as possible, because those slingers could be dangerous to my men, of course. But I do get to approach through the woods, which should give me some cover from their slings. And of course I can use my own skirmishers to wrap around the flank and go after their slingers as well. And I love the effects on this game. I can't wait till they finish patching all the graphics issues and stuff, because I mean it's looking pretty good right now on my computer. And once they finish maybe getting the optimizing and everything worked out, it should really be something, because the graphics are pretty nice once you get it working right. Tied up with my slingers and stuff. The battle is turning. Okay, that Scutarii cab just charged my swords, but my my skirmishers ought to be able to finish it off now. Just gonna hit these Iberian swordsmen with the charge from my cav.
The enemy general is dead.
There we go. And my skirmishers killed the general, so that's gonna be it. So we managed to not lose any of our units, and we managed to kill I think that ought to be the end of the Turdetani armies. Like, I'm hoping that they'll get destroyed off the map here so that they can't retrain. So that should have gained me an advantage over them. And we're going to need to get pretty aggressive here and expand our territory, or else our enemies will become pretty powerful. Alright, yeah, they lost almost all of their troops here, so we're going to kill the captives again. Mago gained a rank. We pushed back both their armies. And I'm going to keep my men back here.
Make haste.